So over time, we've been offering you processes to assist you in sharpening your focus and being more deliberate about what you think. And we see that many of you are getting very good at thinking on purpose and even better at noticing when you're not where you want to be. And so we offer you things like this deck of affirmation cards. There are a few of them to assist you in coming into better alignment. So let's say these cards are money and the law of attraction. Really brilliantly written. We wrote them. And it is the best of infinite intelligence, all focused on the subject of money, abundance. So let's say that you've been focusing on where you are and you've been feeling the strain of the economy and you don't have as much money as you want, not nearly so. And so you've decided that you are going to take the bull by the horns and you're going to do something about your physical condition. So from your place of real worry, from your place of near depression, or from your place of anxiety or fear or even anger about your financial condition, you buy these brilliant cards and you decide that you are going to, from where you stand, improve your vibration relative to money. So you begin. I am the creator of my own life experience. Alrighty then. Whatever I desire, I can acquire. Who writes this stuff? I am the attractor of my every experience. Well, that sucks. I can always tell a different financial story. I can tell a different financial abundance story. Yes, I certainly can. Whenever I am feeling good, I'm attracting good. So it doesn't go all that well, does it? When you want something, but you're currently not a vibrational match to what you want, the harder you try, the worse you feel. Have you ever had someone who was very smart about something that they believed, and they're having a conversation with you and you disagree, and the surer they are and the stronger they are and the better points they make, the more you dig in, sure that they are wrong and that you are right. In other words, you just sort of dig in to where you are in a sort of defensive thing, and that's what happens to you. In other words, law of attraction is feeding back to you more thoughts that are like the thoughts that you've been thinking. And just because the habit of thought that you've got going on is defying who you really are and what you really want, you can't badger yourself, you can't motivate yourself, you can't effort yourself, you can't make the improvement, you can't buck your own current. So it sounds a little futile. Well, Abraham, where do I go if I'm where I don't want to be and an affirmation doesn't help? And we say, well, it's the way you're using the affirmation. This is something that most people don't realize that we so want to awaken within you here today. If you will do 100% of your affirming from inside the vortex, you will begin to notice that from inside the vortex, when you practice affirming, when you script or imagine, when you milk being in the vortex, what happens is you develop this vibrational habit that eventually becomes more and more consistent until it becomes a chronic habit of thought. And that's really all a belief is. You can train yourself to be in the vortex more, but we just want to say to you, don't try to do it from outside the vortex. We've been saying to you for a long time, just reach for the best feeling thought that you can find. And we've watched so many of you offering so much effort, you're almost afraid of your own thoughts. We've done such a good job of convincing you that your thoughts equal your point of attraction that many people are applying for lobotomies. We just want you to take a softer approach to all of this and realize that your natural state of being is to feel good. Watch the little ones. Watch little kids, how unwilling they are to follow your train of thinking when you're pointing out to them how inappropriate they are. They won't look you in the eye. They don't want to listen. Sometimes they'll even cover their ears. If you ask them, why did you do that? They'll say, I forgot. In other words, they are not interested in practicing that outside the vortex stuff. Not at first anyway. You sort of wear them down in time. But we're wanting to convince you that since the vortex takes you in often, and you know how when you feel that little lift, sometimes it's only there for a moment. Sometimes you can count them on one hand in the last 6 months, but there are many, many, many opportunities if you will begin to watch for them. Sometimes a little piece of music gives you that lift for a moment. Sometimes it's a memory of something that happened that was so sweet, and just for a moment before you ponder it too fully and kill it with your negative thoughts, you're in the vortex. So we're just encouraging you to feel for those in the vortex moments and then do your best to milk the moment from inside the vortex. And so just follow us conceptually here. If you've awakened and you're feeling pretty good, or someone has complimented you, or even better, you've just complimented someone. In other words, you're having one of those in the vortex moments and you're aware of it, and then you look at your affirmation card. Rather than complaining, I will focus on positive aspects. That makes perfect sense from inside the vortex. It even feels possible from inside the vortex. I can set my own standards for financial well-being. I like the sound of that. The physical me is materialized spirit. That's sweet. Might read the other side of that one. My what is need not influence my what is becoming. Ooh, possibilities. It feels so different when you're in the vortex. It feels so different to affirm from inside the vortex. No effort, it's just ease and flow. Because from inside the vortex, the current is there. Inside the vortex, there's no resistance. There's no tug of war going on within you. Inside the vortex, you're one stream. Inside the vortex, you are materialized spirit. Inside the vortex, you're tuned in, tapped in, turned on, sources flowing through you. And as you use your conscious mind to affirm, to consciously affirm, make statements of desire, count your blessings, look for positive aspects, get on rampages of appreciation, think about how life is and how it's becoming. As you do that from inside the vortex, a little more, a little more, a little more, a little more, what begins to happen is you begin to develop this chronic point of attraction so that annoying things can't find you, not nearly so often. It just gets easier and easier and easier.